Hello, everyone. I'm Chester24, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Firmament. Last episode, we energized the second thing that needed to be energized, and made our way through the reservoir in Curryvale, and are now at the third one. So let's energize it, and maybe now we'll find out just what the hell we've been trying to do all this time. I'm still wondering that. It said something about opening the portal. That's something the woman said, but we still don't know what the purpose of all of these places is. There is no information. We don't know who named us keepers, or who had us do it. We don't know what the purpose of all of these realms is. We don't know any of this. There's still no information. Alright, let's activate the third one. Engage the embrace.
In the embrace has now been awakened. Can it be true? Could this really have gone as I planned? You have kept the mission. Now the gateway in the swan will open, and you can prepare for the assembly. Go.
Sure. Okay. Let's go down to the Swan and see if we can figure out just what the hell we've been trying to do
We were
all this.
told to joyfully anticipate the arrival. Tanner and two others arrived, and we were joyful beyond measure. They were powerful. We obeyed. They knew so much, but they were not patient with us, not kind as we were. We were not used to force. We were peaceful. Yes, we were peaceful, but we were not weak. It troubled us to serve someone as though they were greater than us. We were taught that all were equal. And then, suddenly, Martha killed one of them. Oh, that moment is burned in my mind. Quiet Martha. She could not talk about worry. That day, nothing was ever the same. Turner and the other arrivals also changed. They took Martha and panic engulfed the realms. There was blood. There was death. It was... I have no words for it. Only 12 keepers remained. Of the arrivals, only Tanner remained.
Okay, that just raised more questions. So, obviously we were assigned keepers and meant to do something for the realms, and once they were eventually set up, the arrivers arrived, and then there were arguments, and the keepers decided we don't like being kept as effectively slaves, and how is this news? We still don't know what we're keepers of. We still don't know what the purpose of all of this was. Only that the arrivers have arrived. What does any of this mean? I'm just getting more questions. We still don't know what the purpose is of what we've been doing. What did Turner say? Well, here's the portal. She said 13 remained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's more than 13. 21 technically if you count me. Okay, I guess we'll go in here. And we'll raise. To what?
Tanner was afraid, I suppose. He became our master and ruled us with a heavy hand.
Mm-hmm.
We learned about masters and their weapons. We were subdued, then lost. And Turner, rather than intent on the assembly and completing the mission, became intoxicated with this power. Our angry god. He would command and we would comply or die. His every need. Only one of the arrivals could prepare for the assembly. Our mission was in peril, resting in Turner's distracted hands. I had lost hope.
Okay, that still hasn't really answered much of my questions. Okay, we're up in something here. Something above the swan. And we have a new pod. Okay. Where does this pod go, then? Okay, energize it. We don't even have a name for the location. Let's see where we end up. Wait a minute. The pod is just moving.
And then, a plan came to me. An ingenious plan. I refined it for many weeks. I became close to Turner to use him. I made a wall in my mind for my own sanity, befriending the monster for the greater good. I learned much. I wept much. So, after many weeks, I told my comrade Jacques the truth that I had learned. I knew he would be afraid. He provoked the others, and they all lashed out at me. I convinced Turner to use his weapons to force them to the deep sleep. I told Turner we could wake new ones from the threshold, and I would mentor them to be more compliant as his servants. I gained Turner's praise with this idea. He had his trust. Right up until I sedated him and placed him in the threshold as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was alone, keeping and preparing. Not for days or weeks or even months, but for years. Everyone was gone. The embrace could only be awakened, the assembly could only occur, only with the power of an arriver. But now Turner was in the deep sleep. And you will learn the truth now. The truth of sleep. The truth of the mission. The truth of keeping. And the truth of Dana. Our assembly and ending.
So we have another one of these.
The keepers. The cycle of keepers. Blank new keepers to be mentored. The 7-year cycle. But I will not go to sleep. I will keep my memory. I will not forget.
Coupling module hatch 2. Coupling module hatch 1. Externally locked. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be famous people. I don't recognize them, or if I do, I don't know the names. And we have the Atellus inaugural keepers. Well, let's see what's on this, what this bulwark kit will do for us. Get on it. And we're in space.
And now, you have experienced the revelation that I had. The grand realms I thought were everything are nothing but firmament, structures. But yet, they held everything dear to me, except my own memories.
Oh.
I have kept those.
That's them. Up there. So the realms provided water, food, and power for a cross-cosmos ship. Is that it? So we haven't actually been traveling to other worlds. Well, the ship must be. This must be a generational ship. Which means that the keepers were kept in the dark so that they could be told, yeah, keep this thing going, keep it all running, so that we can get to where we need to be. And that's what the deep sleep is. Cryo sleep. So the arrivers... Who are the arrivers, then? I mean, in connection to all of this. So the keepers kept the ship running, and the arrivers must have been, I guess, colonists? And what is this supposed to do? Coupling module lock 2. Okay. So now we should be able to get in. And we can get to where they are. Okay, then. That answers some questions.
Can you imagine the first time I saw such a sight? I cannot describe what happened to my body. I did not think Tanner would lie, but there's no preparation to face what one has never contemplated, never imagined. I was distraught and opened and offended and freed. I do not have words to describe to you. And now, I've returned here many times. And still, I do not know where the firmament ends. Can we ever?
She thinks space is the firmament, then. Okay. Oh! This is where some of them were. Frankenstein, the Red Book. So these must have been the arrivers or something. Alright, well. Open coupling module hatch 2. Coupling module hatch 3. Hatch 4. Jules, Curie. The majestic starship Attilis embarks on a stellar odyssey. Firmament Initiative ushers in a new era of human ingenuity and optimism. From 1910! The Firmament Initiative unveils secrets of the Attilis' design and its visions for the future. England embraces their new ruler. Behold the starship Attilis, a majestic marvel of human ingenuity, embarking on a boundless voyage across the... something with advanced steam propulsion, intricate solar sails, and a revolutionary threshold sleep chamber system, hearing the valiant crew and keepers on their grand multi-generational odyssey. Okay. Firmament Initiative synopsis. Revision such and such 1972. Welcome to the Firmament Initiative, a multi-generational, multinational, privately funded endeavor designed to preserve and secure the future of humanity through interstellar exploration. Your participation, dedication, and service to this monumental mission is acknowledged and appreciated. Please note that due to the nature and duration of the mission, this information is exclusively for the crew's perusal. Keepers must remain segregated, concentrating on the preservation of the cargo without distraction. Founders: Andrew Carnegie, Marie Curie, Karl Marx, Nikola Tesla, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Jules Verne. Starship Attilis. Background: Phase 1, The Great Lift. Phase 1 centered on sending crucial Earth-based elements, minerals, flora, and fauna into orbit. The founders utilized their considerable resources to launch massive projectiles into orbit over 12 colossal rail rifles situated at various mountainous locations on Earth. Between 1895 and 1907, over 6,000 containers of cargo were transported into space, totaling more than 16 million tons, including technology for the assembly of the Starship. In 1910, the mission commenced with the Attilis gradually accelerating towards a nearby star system via rudimentary propulsion and solar sails. Phase 2, the augmentation. The Attilis initially possessed very limited acceleration capabilities. The mission's design relied on future advancements in space technology to enhance the Starship during its journey. The founders correctly anticipated that future technology would be able to catch up with and upgrade the Attilis, potentially redirecting it to a different star system if a more suitable one was discovered. The timing and frequency of such augmentations were uncertain, but attachment and docking ports were incorporated in anticipation. Phase 3, the embrace and the arrival. The Starship Attilis features artificial gravity generated by the vessel's rotation. To create the required gravity, cargo realms are positioned further from the center of rotation, resulting in a structurally weaker vessel susceptible to stress during intense acceleration. Consequently, the ship was also designed to retract and secure the cargo realms during periods of high acceleration. It was expected that this would only be necessary deceleration for arrival or for a final upgrade, providing unanticipated thrust. The Keepers were prepared for these events with a narrative combining the arrival of trained personnel required to engage the Embrace and the actual arrival of the starship Atellus at its final destination. Personnel. The Keepers. Acknowledging that a journey to even the closest star system could take centuries or millennia, the Founders designed the ship's maintenance to be performed by Keepers. Keepers reside in large cargo realms, rotating in and out of sleep chambers that enabled them to live for the mission's entire duration. The sleep process gradually purges memories, starting from the most recent. As a result, Keepers are limited to a maximum sleep duration of 12 years before being awakened and retrained. Mentors facilitate the retraining process by passing on their knowledge and preparing for sleep. To minimize social complications among Keepers, a tightly controlled and rigorously managed protocol was established. Keepers are not informed about the mission's nature and are instead taught that they existed within 3 small realms, comprising their entire universe. Questioning was discouraged, and all necessary answers were provided through strict cultural indoctrination. The crew. A small group of trained astronauts is accommodated at the ship's fore. The crew's primary responsibility is to remotely monitor the Keepers and ensure the smooth operation of the mission during launch and subsequent upgrades. The crew has access to threshold suspension chambers, but their usage is limited to approximately 1 year. Suspension periods exceeding 2 years pose memory loss risks, which could compromise the crew's effectiveness. Consequently, the crew members are expected to live out their lives in support of the mission. It is of utmost importance that the crew remain separated from the Keepers to prevent interference with the Keepers' strictly dictated culture. The only exception to this segregation is the Arrivers. The Arrivers. As the mission progresses, it is anticipated that the frequency of upgrades will increase due to advancements in space travel engines and speeds. The final stages of this mission will likely occur rapidly, necessitating the arrival of a final crew known as the Arrivers. The Keeper's lore predicts the arrival of this group, who will require access to the realms to prepare the ship for acceleration or deceleration. Only members of the crew, specifically the Arrivers, are authorized to prepare the starship Atellus in this manner. Note: detailed information and specific procedures for all aspects of crew tasks and protocol can be found in volumes 1 through 22 of the Firmament Initiative Protocol and Procedure. Digital versions are available on Disc A2. Let's see. Search crew named Turner. Multiple found, select from Arnaldo S. Turner, Louis Dharma Turner, Maris D.T. Turner, Susiana Turner, Wiley Barra Turner, etc., etc. Louis Dharma Turner. Okay. 2100 to 2105, Ensign Class C, Nexus Protectorate Corporation, Karachi Incorporated Division. 2106 to 2115, Corporate Security Officer, Firmament Industries, Eastern Field Storage. 2110 to 2117, Lieutenant Junior Grade, Firmament Industries Incorporated, Military Police, Ensign, Class C, Space Force Division. 2118 to present, Ensign, Firmament Industries Incorporated, Security and Amelioration Duty, Cruise Ship Nicola, Lottery Draft, Atellus Recon and Augment. Carceral record, Bias-motivated offense level 2, insubordination level 1, misconduct level 3, contract breach level 1. Okay, and Firmament here. I have no one to share my joy with, and so I write. What wonders! Everything I had known has turned into nothing. My world has been replaced by truth, a word I scarcely knew existed until I realized I needed it. Upon discovering this truth of the Firmament Initiative, I now find myself privy to a new perspective, and what Turner called freedom. Freedom? My entire reality. Have I ever pondered the existence of such a word or concept? What I once believed to be limited to the small realms I lived in is in fact a grander stage encompassed by an infinite cosmos. What wonders! I have been granted the privilege of gazing upon the stars, and as I do, I cannot help but feel this overwhelming sense of small, but this kind of small is a feeling of such joy. I am humble. I am inspired. My tiny world is a minuscule part of a thing called a universe. It is astonishing to think that the entire mission, everything I have known and believed, was designed to protect our future and the future of all humans. As I learn more about this grand endeavor, I am filled with hope and excitement for the untold possibilities that lay before all of us. This is almost hard to believe or fathom, and yet my joy is dampened when I think about such a great deception that was considered necessary and done to me. Huh. Well now. And these are the cryopods. You know what? I'm going to end this episode here. Yes, I know, an odd place to end it, but I think this seems like kind of a point to end it, since, well, the episode's gone on long enough. I don't know how much more there is, but there could be more. Who does that make me? Good question. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, and next episode, we'll go through this next coupling module and see what we see next. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. This has been a Let's Play of Firmament, and I shall see you all next time.